Hello, I present to you BizFlow AI. I made this project for the Rasa AI agent building challenge. So let's see what's BizFlow AI. So BizFlow AI is a unified assistant that can handle both structured tasks and open-ended queries. So some of the key tasks it automates are also listed on the diagram you can see on the right. So it automates or makes these processes easier, which includes IT support, project management, expense reporting, meeting, booking, HR complaint, HR policy retrieval, etc. And the users who use these are primarily employees, managers, administrators. So we leverage the Rasa's CALM framework to manage context-rich dialogues and use retrieval augmented generation for generating dynamic answers. So BizFlow AI seamlessly connects to project management tools like Trello, so providing end-to-end automation. Our goal here is to boost efficiency, reduce manual workload, offer real-time support for employees, managers, and administrators. Now, let's discuss why this idea is very practical and scalable. Firstly, it accelerates the processes, allowing employees to resolve issues instantly through automated workflows. Second, it reduces cost by leveraging intelligent automation to cut manual workload and save resources. Finally, it offers scalable support, adapting to a broad range of functions from HR to IT, and this can grow on. Now, let's move to the demo. So I'll give you a very brief overview of the code here. So here you could see these are the endpoints which configures the external services endpoints like the custom action server, and this is the domain.yml. So this specifies the assistant's universe. So it has things like entities, slots, responses, actions that the bot can take. So and the next thing is the config.yml. So this defines the NLU pipeline, dialog policies, and it sets up how the Rasa processes the input and decides the responses. And here we have the NLU.yml. This basically contains the annotated training examples that help the dialog management model on how to handle different interactions. And then here we have the stories.yml. So this is able to provide example conversations that can train the dialog management model on how to handle different interactions. So as an additional feature, I also added an API for RAG using Pinecone and GPT. So this extracts the information using a PDF, which is so the PDF is basically an employee handbook which can contain information about HR policies. So this is one of the features that I'd also like to request from Rasa. So now let's see how the demo works. So this is our front-end interface for our app BizFlow AI. So the front-end interface is made using Next.js, and the intelligent chatbot is powered using Rasa. And so this is the homepage. So here we start the conversation and we list the features that we have. And so let's get started and start having some conversation. So let's start with a simple greet message. Hi. And so let's perform some simple tasks like asking HR policies which are affected using RAG. So here let me ask a question like how is overtime managed and compensated. So this basically retrieves the most relevant chunks from the PDF and GPT answers it using its LLM agent. And here you can see it's able to generate an answer using RAG for the HR policy retrieval. Now let's try to book a conference room for a meeting. Let's say book conference room A. So it'll ask us on which date do you want. So you could say I would like to book it on, let's say, in June 2506 20, and then it asks for time. So you would check any time and it will check the calendar to see if the time is available or not. If it's available, it will book. And so the booking is confirmed and you have a confirmation code as well. Now let's perform the next task, which is submitting travel expenses, so or any type of expense reports. So for an example, I'll show you the travel expense. So let's say I need to submit travel expenses, and it'll ask how much do you want to report. So you could say the expense is $150. So and then it's able to report your expenses. So this is also obviously very helpful for the finance department as well. So and now let's move to the next part, which is the HR complaint. So let's say if you have a complaint and you want to make here you want to complaint here, so you just enter I want to report a sexual harassment incident that happened today. So yeah, so it's able to report your incident and escalate your issue to HR, and you'll receive a code and you'll also receive a call shortly from the HR. And now let's show how it's able to connect to the project management tool like Trello. So here I have my Trello app open. So I'll just show you. So this is the Trello dashboard, and so I'll show you how it works. So let's show you the first feature. If you want to have contain some technical issue which you're facing, so I say, for example, I need some IT support, and then it's going to ask for your ID. So you have to enter your ID like. Okay, now it's going to ask you to enter whatever problem you're facing. So you could enter any problem. Say, so like my issue is I'm facing overheating. So yeah, so you say my laptop is overheating, and then so it's able to take your issue and create an IT support ticket. And so it has successfully created a support ticket. And so the good thing is, so here it's able to create an additional ticket for you. So you could also match the ID. So the ID is 2160. So here you will see it's able to create a ticket and say that this is the problem. So the IT team will have a look. So basically you can manage this whole board just using this BizFlow AI conversation tool. So I'll show you an example. So here you can see there are only 3 lists. So you can also create an additional list. So for example, if you said I want to create a new list called backlogs, so you could just say create a new list called backlogs, and it's able to, you can see here you have a list called backlog. And if you want to enter any task here or create a card, so for example, if you want to create a card called let's say code review, so you just enter create a card code review in the backlog list, and so you create the card, and let me show you that now we have the code review card. So basically, you can do a bunch of tasks using this conversational chatbot, and you can and similarly you can perform a number of tasks. So for now, this is the demo I have. So I hope you like it, and I hope people can use it in their businesses. Thank you.